show where we talk about movies, games, and TVs that we're watching. I'm Jonathan, and this is
Zack.
And today we're talking about
Predator.
Okay, Predator. 19. Woo.
50
Uh-oh.
movies.
Did I just turn this off? No. 1950. No. 1987 movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Paul Weathers, Shane Black, Jesse Ventura, Bill Duke, a whole bunch of cool people from the 80s. Spoiler alert for Predator if you haven't seen it. And if you haven't, the hell's wrong with you? Alright, so I'm going to put this down because we're going to be talking about some Predator. First of all, did you like it?
Yeah. And what was your favorite part?
I don't know, but let's do this. Dylan, you son of a bitch. What's the matter? CIA, I got you pushing too many pencils? Alright, so that's funny. Okay, so Predator, did you like it? This was a cool movie, wasn't it?
What was your favorite part?
Oh, son, the whole movie's my favorite part. I love this movie. It's so good.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part.
What was your favorite part?
Man, my favorite part.
What was your
There's so many good parts. What was your favorite part? You must have a favorite part. I have to narrow it down.
I like when they found out that I like when that guy was like climbing up the tree and he spotted the shaved body and then he was like
That's scary, huh? You didn't expect that, did you?
yeah, it was like people.
You were like, Daddy, what kind of movie are we watching? Boo-hoo! No, you didn't. You weren't like that. I'm just kidding.
I almost peed my pants.
Oh my gosh! I wouldn't say that on camera, pee-pee pantser. So that was your favorite part, is when they first found the skin guys?
No.
Okay.
I like when Arnold actually set the trap up and the log fell on top of Predator.
Yeah. A lot of favorite parts are they're funny parts, but they're also highly inappropriate language parts. I'm not going to really talk about them here. Lot of fun '80s banter that's just terrible to repeat to you here. I like when they do the big shootout at the camp, right? That was cool. When you get to see everybody in action. You like Blaine, right? What was cool about Blaine?
I got no time to bleed. You got time to duck?
Yeah, right. But his gun was awesome, huh? It didn't even sound like a gun. It just went like this. It was firing so fast. The minigun that he had.
Yeah, I also like.
Well, get closer. What did he say? He said, you're bleeding, man.
I got no time to bleed. You got time to duck?
You got time to duck. Shoots the grenades up. So yeah, that was all real cool. And then it was sad when these people started dying, huh? Like Blaine got killed, and then his buddy came.
Got killed?
Bill Duke. What was his character's name? I can't remember it for some reason. Mac. Mac comes and grabs his gun and starts mowing down the whole forest, right? Ah! And everybody runs up, starts shooting, tearing down trees.
and Mac was like the one who spotted Predator and Invisible.
Right. He didn't know what. He was like, I don't know what that was.
And then he was starting to climb down, and then.
Yeah, sad all these people got killed, man. So Predator does some cool stuff. He can mimic voices, right? That's how he got people to look around in different spots. Because he heard Max say, turn around, over here. And then he got Dylan mixed up at that last second when he's like, over here. And he turns around and sees Mac dead. And then he turns back around and sees the eyes. And then Dylan starts bringing his gun up, and what happens? Gun in his hand on the ground, right?
More like this.
But he didn't stop, did he? He tried to get the other gun off and start shooting, with one arm. He's like, yeah! Such a cool movie. Such good characters. Who's your favorite character?
Arnold.
Arnold was your favorite character?
I also like Predator. He was a smart guy.
He was a smart guy. He was a formidable opponent, right? So what about that part where where he's running away and he slips and falls down the hill, and the next thing you know, there is no hill anymore, and he's just falling into the water, huh? That's when he finds out that he can hide from predators by doing what? Mud disguise. And then he falls in the water and screws up his armor or his camouflage thing. So what did you think about that camouflage the predator had? Is that pretty cool?
Yeah, but know what?
What?
I think that he actually jumped into the lake because, remember, Predator's armor is
right. His camouflage got fried, so he couldn't do that. So, yeah.
and his armor was like, rusty.
There's a lot of really cool characters in it, and then what's cool is that they set them up in a certain way, and then you know when they're, like, for instance, Billy. Remember Billy, the tracker? He fights the predator. He takes his knife out and cuts him. He dies on the log, right? So he's the tracker, but they play him off as this tough guy, right? He's like, all right, but and then he starts getting spooked, and then finally he looks at them all, you know, he goes, whatever's out there ain't no man, and then he turns to them all and he says, we're all gonna die. And like, why would you tell everybody? Why would you say, hey guys, I got some words of inspiration here. We're all gonna die. Like, what? Don't say that. We're fighting Predator. So it was interesting to see these characters get spooked. And
hey, remember when Matt actually helped like that guy get a scorpion off on him, and he said,
right.
And then Predator copied his
right.
voice.
Yeah. What about?
I'm really good with my voice.
With your do it closer to the mic. So there's one part. There's people skinned alive. There's arms getting blown off. There's people getting holes shot through them. There's all sorts of carnage and stuff. Do you remember the part that makes me squirm the most?
No.
You don't?
Oh yeah.
What?
When Predator actually finds out what Arnold's doing.
Wrong. It's when they're all sitting there waiting for after they make their net trap, right? And then Mac's saving with his razor, and he just presses it on his cheek, and it starts to bleed. I'm like, don't do that! Arms getting blown off, skulls getting smashed out. Okay, you cutting yourself with a razor? Stop! That bugs me, man. It's crazy. Isn't that weird? Oh my gosh. All right. So what were some cool things about? What did you like about the Predator? What did you like about the Predator?
Well, I really liked that at the end, the guy who played Predator actually showed up in the ship.
Oh yeah, that was a cool piece of trivia. His name is Kevin Peter Hall, and he's a real tall guy, right? I mean, you see him next to Arnold, and Arnold's tall, but this guy's tall.
Yeah, and he had to squirm down in this, like this.
Right. So John McTiernan, I read a thing. The director John McTiernan says, like, did such a good job being the Predator. I wanted to get him on screen with no makeup. So at the very end, when the helicopter's coming to pick up Arnold, they show a helicopter pilot, and he's like, what happened? And it's him. It's the guy who plays the Predator. But he's like 7 feet something tall, so he was crammed into this. Like, you don't know it. You don't notice it unless you know. But once you know, you're like, yeah, that's a really tall guy smashed into a small little space. But, yeah, so that was pretty cool. You get to see him a little bit. Not as the Predator. So what was your favorite Predator gadget?
What's yours first?
I like his blades. His wrist blades. That's pretty cool, huh?
I like his heat wave.
No, his thermal vision. That's pretty cool too. And then the lasers come in, right? Cool stuff, man.
And this comes in like turns in on the enemy.
Right.
I remember what happened to that guy. That you said we need to do that to your back, Mom. Remember?
Oh. That was when Mommy was having back problems. And then there's a part where they show Predator throw Billy down and rip his spine out. And I said, there you go, Mom. We just do that to you. Your back will be all better. And then we did it. No, it's not true. Mommy still has her back and backbone inside of her, huh?
I already got a skull.
No. The police are gonna come here looking for Mommy's body. So, closing thoughts on Predator. Would you recommend this movie to everybody in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a good movie.
I know.
I think people are gonna see the difference between talking about these movies that we see and then me talking about the movies that I love. This is a movie I love. I could talk about it for a long time. Just so much cool stuff happens.
Okay, get ready for game time.
Okay, so Predator, definitely watch if you haven't. We didn't spoil everything for you. It's such a classic. It's an action classic. All the archetype characters are there. It's so good. Everybody gives a great performance.
Dad, I'm gonna go get something real quick.
Hold on. We're gonna jump to the game time because we got a real big surprise for you in game time. All right, Zach, we'll be playing.
Fortnite. Non-stop Fortnite. Non-stop Fortnite. Non-stop Fortnite.
Non-stop Fortnite. That's what it feels like. Non-stop Fortnite.
Let's play Fortnite after this.
No, I deleted Fortnite. So, yes, Fortnite's still very much on the menu. Dauntless we're still playing. I'm playing something else. What am I playing, dude? Oh, I was playing Zombie Army Trilogy, remember? Tell everybody about Zombie Army Trilogy.
Oh, yeah. Dad has been doing good. He even beat the guy with the whole machine gun.
Right.
And he got a lot of slow motion.
Okay, so it's basically World War II.
Zombie invasion.
Hitler's losing. He does some occult stuff and brings everybody back as zombies to try to turn the tides of the war. Doesn't work out really. So what's the cool thing about Zombie Army Trilogy that you like?
That you had to collect all the keys.
No, man.
Oh yeah, slow motion shots.
Right. So
and also the keys when it brings all the skulls guys out and then you have to fight this big ghost guy. And stuff.
Right. But the cool part is when you get a headshot from I don't know what the cutoff is, but from a good distance, it goes into a slow motion mode where it shows the bullet, and then it shows where it enters, boom, into the zombie head. And sometimes they'll show like what's underneath, like the skull and stuff. And it's really cool, huh?
And know what?
What?
If you look real closely where the bullet went through, you'll actually see the little hole.
Right, or a big hole sometimes, huh?
And by the way, you're pretty convincing me to try it.
Oh, you're gonna want to try it?
Mm.
Uh-oh, we have to try Zombie Army Trilogy. The shooting's pretty fun, and part 4 is coming out next year, so that's why I'm playing.
And they also slow motion, explosion.
Yeah, in part 4, and also slow mo explosions. And in part 4, you'll be able to add like shock, electricity gadgets to your weapons. So if you headshot a zombie, not only will it kill them, but an electricity bolt will arc out to another zombie and shock them too. So that sounds pretty cool.
And then you'll get a double shot.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so that's what we're playing. Next episode, I don't even know. We're all ran out. Maybe we'll do Aliens next, since we're all caught up. And then aren't we going to see? Are we going to try to go see Men in Black International? Did you still want to see that? We may do an episode on that.
Yeah,
but I'm watching the reviews, and it might be the first movie that we just don't like. Who knows? We'll see. Until next time.
And by the way.
What?
My pants are unbuckled.
Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants.
Buckle your pants.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Pants.